So...
Are we on? But tell me to do such...
What? Oh, just move the controller to the camera?
I am planning on getting this.
Oh, now I think we're on.
Yeah, we're timing 33.
Okay, there we go. So now we're on.
Now we're on.
Now we're actually on. So we'll start with the Watch Dogs.
Yeah, you know about that game. I'm not gonna say much about it. Watch Dogs 3. I don't know much about that game, so
we'll have to wait what they show at E3. But Watch Dogs 3 has been announced for E3. It's going to be debuted by Ubisoft. So stay tuned for Ubisoft's E3 show, where we'll see more on Watch Dogs 3.
That's all we can say.
Mortal Kombat 11 DLC pack.
Wow. We still haven't seen the 2 other guest characters, but don't know why they're hiding them.
But we do know that Shang Tsung is the first character. Sindel is going to be part of it. Nightwolf, Spawn, which is huge for a lot of people, that we're finally getting Spawn. And June 18th, guys, is the day that you can play Shang Tsung. There's 2 other characters coming. We think it's going to be Terminator and possibly Ash from the Evil Dead franchise, but we don't know. NetherRealm is going to be at E3, so hopefully at E3 we'll find out more on what's going to happen with the DLC from Mortal Kombat. So stay tuned for that, guys. As next on our
Do fast.
Marvel Adventure game confirmed for E3. Oh, the Avengers is what I meant to put.
Avengers. I'm just from what I've heard, and this is I've been reading much about. Something an open world concept game that's like, you know, Apex Legends, all those kind of games, and you're gonna have to make your costumes, make your player stronger. It's going to be reliable a lot online, which I found out, which I don't like, but hey. And we're playing a single player, but I think they're more basing an online mode like Battlefield, like
Destiny.
Destiny. That's it. That's all I know. And I'm not again
Is
just.
there a release date for it?
But I've heard it's in May of next year. So yay, but nay for me.
All right, moving on. Modern Warfare has been announced for PS4, and I believe that is coming out in October. Probably look it up.
October, yes, I do believe.
I believe it's sometime in October. I think it's like a hard reboot of the original series, so it should be really good. One thing I'm hoping that we do get for Modern Warfare is possibly, maybe there's a chance that we could get Modern Warfare 2 remastered, which I hope happens, but we'll have to wait and see what Activision and them are planning for this next Modern Warfare game. But as far as we know, we just know the release date so far for it, so which I believe.
We're right, October 25th.
There you go, guys. October 25th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. If you want to pre-order, guys, pre-order it. Definitely let me know what you guys think of it. What you like about it, what you don't like about it, and
didn't they say there's going to be a remake of the Russian level that's supposed to be very controversial? What's I've read, I never played Modern Warfare, so I don't know.
I think there is, but I'm not too sure. We don't really know much about it. Oh yeah, Layers of Fear 2 review. I guess I'll do that one. Layers of Fear 2, guys, is a brand new game from Gun Media, the same people who brought you the Friday the 13th game. It's actually, this one's not too bad. The Layers of Fear is really good. If you guys have played Layers of Fear 1, the story picks up, I guess, right after the first one. Tony Todd is in it as the narrator for Layers of Fear 2, which is a great game on PS4, guys. Definitely check it out. 9 out of 10 for that one, so definitely check out Layers of Fear 2.
It's not Modern Warfare game. It's a reimagining of the first game.
Yeah, basically a reboot.
Jumanji, starring everybody from the sequel, no Robin Williams, which I think they could easily do. All they need to get his likeness. I think we could see him. I don't know if we are. It's based on the sequel, so people have not seen the 2017 sequel. That's what 1817 sequel. We don't know what kind of game it is, but it looks like a third-person adventure game.
Yeah.
That's all I can say because I'm excited for it since I'm a much a fan.
It comes out in November. We know we got Destroy All Humans, guys, is coming back for the PS4 and Xbox One. This was a PS3 game, I believe. You played as aliens and do all kinds of weird stuff. So,
humans.
Yeah, if you're interested in that, guys, that's coming to PS4 this year. So definitely check that one out.
Sigourney Weaver, Ghostbusters 3. Yes, we're promulgating the third one. 30 years after the sequel. Yes, 30 years after. I'm excited because Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, and Dan Aykroyd and Sigourney Weaver are all returning. This is a movie I'm super stoked for, yes, but it's a passing the torch film, meaning we're going to get 4 new characters, and the new team that's going to get the torch past them is led by a special needs, intelligent girl. Yes, sorry boys, a girl is going to be leading this new franchise. They're all teenagers. But the girl's going to lead, and what it sounds like, she's going to be Aragon's daughter, but she's special needs, and she's the leader. So don't get mad about that. I like the way it's going, and it's a love letter to the original too. So fans, get your proton packs, but don't cross the screens. You'll end up causing a big explosion. It's the first 2.
Chucky teaser breakdowns. I guess we could break down.
Okay, I'll start first. I actually don't hate what I see. Yes, Brad Dourif is the iconic. Damn it, wait, I said that. But this film sounds not bad. It doesn't sound bad. We are seeing it in 2 weeks. Charles Play, not Chucky's not with an eye, luckily. It's done with a Y. Breakdown. What I do like from the trailers, what I've seen, I like that it's going to continue its blood and gore to what the original had. Andy's older. I do like the concept of Andy being a teenager. I love the hearing aid aspects. I'd like to see how that takes. I do kind of intrigued by that. The voice, to me, it's second best to Dourif, and that's what we were going to get. I didn't think we were going to get we weren't going to get a complete Brad Dourif wannabe. We got the second best. If Dourif ever retires, we have him. Mark Hamill does a voice. Now, you may not recognize that he's done voice before if you haven't. Well, this is your first take on his voice acting. I like what I see. I'm intrigued. I don't hate what I see, but I don't love it. I like it enough where I'm using a free pass to see it with the real Chucky fan beside me here. Now, he'll give his review, but to me, I'm excited to see what Mark Hamill does to take on the character. And we're friends to the end.
Yeah, in the Chucky trailer, what we seen on the teaser, it doesn't actually look half bad. I know we criticized this movie quite a bit when we first seen stuff for it. What we've seen over the course of the last couple of years has gotten a little bit better on the Chucky front. It's not quite as bad as we originally expected or originally thought it was. The voice actually does not sound half bad in some trailers, whereas other trailers, so it still kind of has me on the edge because the latest one wasn't the greatest voice for Chucky, but I'm definitely willing to give it a chance to see what Mark Hamill does with Chucky and to see if we get a more authentic voice, truer for the other trailers than what we recently just got. So I'm hoping that based on this, guys, that Child's Play could be good.
Could be good.
I guess we'll stick on the horror movie front. Monday, guys, will be the trailer for the Three from Hell.
And if you don't know what that is a sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses and
Devil's Rejects. This one apparently picks up right where Devil's Rejects left off, so we don't know much about it. We'll have to wait and see what the trailer brings, but I'm sure Rob Zombie's going to knock this one out of the park.
Like he has before. We had to team up that one.
We got Uncharted movie.
Uncharted. I'll take this because I'm a Tom Holland Maker fan. I know you fans don't like that it's a younger version of the character. Nathan Drake. But I like it. I think Tom Holland, there's 2 ways you can do this to me. Speaking to my brother-in-law last night about this, I think they could do 2 ways. One, he could be just a backstory where he might not be young all the way through. Or 2, this is to bring new young fans into the franchise for the games and the PS4. Now, for my friend and I, who have played the games, beat them all, we enjoyed the series. Tom Holland is an actor that's going to take this character, and grow with it. I think this movie could be a growing film where he grows into the Drake we see, not the rapper that is Toronto, but Nathan Drake. I think this movie could be real good. That's my point of view on all this, because the games were my favorite. I'm excited. December
18th, guys, 2020 is the Uncharted film.
And your take on it? What do you think of Tom Holland taking the role and being younger than Nathan Drake and not having him as an adult, like an older adult?
I don't mind Tom Holland so much taking on the role of Nathan Drake. I think it could be good. To me, it all really depends who they cast as the secondary characters, such as Sully, who's a huge part of that game, and I forget who the girlfriend was in the game, but whoever they cast as those people is really going to affect how this movie plays out and how this movie is received by the fans. So as long as they have a good secondary cast outside of Tom Holland, I think this film will do well. But it's hard to say if they don't get the right actors for the other roles, how this film is going to do.
And this is the first from the PlayStation video, TV, and movie section. And sticking on that, the second one they're talking about doing is a Spider-Man PlayStation game movie. This is the second one they're talking about doing. I don't know much about that, but I know that's what they're looking at. Oh, and a TV series based on Twisted Metal. I may as well continue on the PlayStation front. Twisted Metal is getting a TV series. I don't know anything about that. All I know, it's coming from the PlayStation themselves. We played the game when we were younger, so maybe it'll be scary.
Could be good.
Hopefully.
We know John Cena's been added to the cast of Fast and Furious 9. Not much is known really about that movie at this point, but
but it's a ninth film we didn't need. He's just basically taking over for The Rock. It wouldn't surprise me if John Cena ends up being a brother character to The Rock's character, or maybe a relative in some way. Do I like the casting? I think Fast should have ended at 7. Still in my book, but this could be good. He's a doctor. He is a good actor.
Yep. You want to do the Memory Lane one, of the Ghostbusters one?
Memory Lane, I added this just, I thought, movies that are coming out that are our age. Now, we're both in our 30s, but one movie that's older than both of us, combined with one of our childhood memories, is Ghostbusters, being 35 years old. Think of that. The very first one came out 35 years ago, and a lot of people consider it one of the best horror comedies out there. Yes, considered a horror film. To a lot of people don't understand how, but it's scared kids back in the day. Now, going 35 years to now, we have the third one. So we're finally getting the trilogy we wanted. Yes, there was the girls one that we all crapped on. It wasn't because the girls, for me, it wasn't because the girls were bad. It was the script and everything was just trying to get men and men. Another thing that shocks me is that a show I used to watch from Disney Channel, Kim Possible, which I had the movie on, it turned 17. So all the Kim Possible fans on our channel, our Facebook page, it's turning 17. So if you remember watching that series, check out the movie because you'll be proud of what Sadie Stanley does in the role. Another thing that we can touch upon tonight may as well, since we're only 13 minutes in. We're not going to do Madden yet, but let's talk about the fights tonight. Who do you see winning the fights?
The UFC tonight?
UFC tonight.
Should be a good one. I think Marlon Moraes could possibly dethrone Henry Cejudo tonight, which could happen. Cowboy Cerrone and Tony Ferguson is going to be an amazing fight. Both fighters are true warriors, and it's probably a fight of the night. But I definitely see the way Cowboy's been fighting recently, it's hard to go against him. I'd say Cowboy takes that one. We got Valentina Shevchenko against Jessica Ai. Shevchenko, I believe, takes that one and retains the title.
Is it for fans who are just getting to sport, would this be the card to order for new fans?
For new fans, I would say so. Cowboy and Tony Ferguson are two legit fighters in that division. Henry Cejudo has been a beast at his division. Marlon Moraes is really good. Valentina Shevchenko has proven herself time and time again. This is a good fight for fans to start to get into the UFC. But if you guys really want a really good event, check out the next one in July, where you got John Jones battling Thiago Santos. Holly Holm takes on Amanda Nunes. Lots of big fights on that one. You also get Ben Askren is going to be fighting against Jorge Masvidal, so definitely a lot of great fights in the future for UFC for fans to check out.
I'm just going to bring this up before Madden. If you're a fan of NBA basketball in Canada, on Monday, I believe 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, the stupid scheduling has always confused me. On Monday, for all Canadian sports fans, history is going to be made. We're going to see another Canadian champion, as in the Toronto Raptors. So if you remember, if you're our age, in our 30s, you hopefully would have remembered Joe Carter's home run to win the World Series. And I believe back-to-back World Series. If you remember Toronto FC winning their first championship, is something I don't watch soccer, but I'm sitting watching that. This is big for us in Canada. I know I'm saying Canadian stuff, I know I don't know a lot of boot things, but this is big for us in Canada. It's championship that's coming. I like the Golden State Warriors, but I'm so happy to be Canadian to see another Canadian team win something that's not all Canadian, since I can't really use the CFL because Canadian team wins every year. Now,
possibly. I'm not going to say that they're going to win it just yet. I mean, it would be crazy to write off Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and the Warriors.
Durant.
But
Durant with the factor.
It could be. It's hard to say. It's going to be a good game for sure. Durant could be playing though in Game 5 and 6.
Could be either one. I don't think Toronto can be beat. I don't see why I don't see that. Why I say Toronto's going to win. They've shown they can adversity, and you need to beat that. That's what Toronto's doing. Bristles. Now, Madden.
We're gonna skip it. We're not gonna go to Madden yet. For Battlefield 5, guys, there's a new chapter coming and a new map that's gonna be out in October. So for those of you who still have Battlefield 5, definitely check out the new map that's coming and the new gameplay stuff. It actually looked really good. We just watched it on EA Play, so it definitely looks like they've really done a lot of cool stuff for Battlefield 5.
I think it's based on, right? I think it's based on Pro Harbor, I believe.
I think so. I think it's Iwo Jima, I think, and stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
For this one here, so it's going to be really cool to see what they do.
So, Flags of Fathers. And they went, we'll talk more on that, they went to the sites to get real authentic, yeah, that makes sense, authentic spots to really give the game the real feel of that day in World War II.
I believe so, yeah. They scoured, like, they got the actual location and stuff, so it's going to be really cool to see what they do. FIFA is just going to be super quick, guys. They got the Volta football, which is coming into the game, which is really cool, actually. It's basically like street soccer, which is really, really cool for FIFA, and we know that it releases in September. There's all kinds of gameplay fixes to that regarding the AI, different moves. It's going to be a lot more realistic playing football games, so definitely, guys, check out FIFA 20, which is coming out in September, but I think if you get EA Play, you might have a chance to play it a little bit earlier. I know for PS4 gamers, EA Play comes out next month for us, so definitely check out all that cool stuff for FIFA 20. We got Madden. It's going to be a long one on Madden.
I'm just trying to play games.
Alright, so Madden 20, guys, we got the face of the franchise. Basically, you're going to be selected one of 10 schools. You're going to take that team, whatever one you pick, if it's Texas, if it's Oklahoma, if it's whoever, you're going to take that team through the playoffs and try to make it into the NFL. Whereas if you perform really well, you'll be drafted right away. And then it's basically playing through your whole career with any NFL team. It could be the Eagles, it could be the Saints, it could be whatever team you want to pick. It's going to be a really cool thing to see how QB1, the face of the franchise, is played out in Madden. What else we got? The Pro Bowl, guys. I know a lot of people view like the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is finally returning to Madden. It's playable this year, which is really cool. You can play it in your franchise mode. Excuse me. You can also play it just with a buddy, just for fun, outside of franchise mode, which I think is the first for the series. So it's really, really cool to see that the Pro Bowl is returning for Madden. So definitely some really cool stuff that came out today on EA Play from Madden 20. There's also give you guys the thing here with the Pro Bowl returning, Madden 20. The playbooks, there's RPOs are going to be in the game this year. The Philly specials in the game. And they're going to evolve throughout the season. So the more teams use different plays throughout the season, EA is actually going to put some of those plays that those teams are using into the game for the RPO option. So definitely it's something really cool that EA is doing, that it's going to be a more authentic football game for the fans from Madden 20. There's going to be different missions that you can unlock certain players with. In the Ultimate Team, I know you can play, like, let's say you want Juju Smith-Schuster on your team. There will be certain objectives that you have to complete in order to unlock Juju for your team. Yeah, Alvin Kamara, we'll go over that. Christ. Alvin Kamara's X-Factor abilities, guys. He's end zone abilities, satellite ability, matchup nightmare, better route running, running back apprentice. It adds additional route runs for Alvin Kamara. All kinds of stuff, I think, yeah.
There's just so much for Madden. There's so much to tackle. This game has gone a big facelift, like he's saying. Everything. It's going to be probably the best Madden game we've had since ever.
I would think so. So we're going to touch on Juju Smith-Schuster's ability is double me. I didn't really get much of that, but I think he can like break coverage. If two guys are covering him, he's got that ability to make that catch while being covered by two opponents. So that's a really cool ability that's only for him, I think. We know that the closed beta is coming on June 14th for Madden, but I don't know if that's for everybody or if that's just for certain people. We'll have to wait and see. Patrick Mahomes is the main cover athlete.
Great choice.
His zone ability, guys, is Bazooka. And this zone ability Bazooka is only available for Patrick Mahomes. Nobody else can use Bazooka but him. And to complete it, you have to do 4 passes of 30 yards or more. You complete that, you unlock his ability, which is the Bazooka ability, and he can make like 80-yard passes, all kinds of crazy passes throughout the game. And the way to stop that is if you sack him, you can take him out of that ability, which means he'll have to complete 4 more passes of 30 yards or more to regain the Bazooka ability. Stupid on my phone. Oops, I lost my thing here. There we go. There's signature animations now for passing. I know Drew Brees has got different signatures where throughout the game, like then what he does in real life is basically what they're going to be doing in this football game. So it's really cool to see what they've done over there. You have 200 RPOs, which we mentioned. Philly special being one of them. Jet sweep passes. And the NFL, they're going to be updating this throughout the NFL season. So any other special plays that you see throughout the NFL season is going to be added into Madden. So I'll let you take over for a little bit on the Madden front.
Well, what else is there for Madden?
What are your thoughts on the new stuff?
I first time getting into the game since Xbox One, so when I first had the Xbox One, I don't know, it sounds like if you play the game in real life, you know what the hell you're doing. Like my friend and I who just played on the system where the couch arm, as they said, armchair coaches, it's going to be fun. I think the realism's good. I mean, I'm excited to see that we're getting authentic. Authentic is what the big word is for this game. You go in the season, you'll see new plays, they'll be in the game. We're not having to pay $80 to get the season pass just to get all this. It'll be in the game. I'm really excited for Madden. I mean, I pre-ordered the special edition. I never do. Same with FIFA. They changed it up. When I pre-order FIFA, I might use the EA Access to try it. I hope we try the beta for Madden. I really hope we do get it because we did pre-order the game. I think people who pre-ordered the special edition should be able to try it. But overall, it looks like it got more of a facelift. It got what it needed.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it definitely is more authentic football game this year. Patrick Mahomes also has a signature no-look pass that's in the game, which is really cool. It's very authentic to the way that he plays in real life is the way that he's going to be playing in the video game. So as soon as there's more information on Madden 20, we'll definitely let you guys know. But I'm super cool with what they came out with today at EA Play on the different abilities, like the Bazooka ability for Mahomes. Whereas if he completes 4 passes of 30 yards or more, it unlocks that ability where he can just pretty much bomb it down the field 80 yards or 79 yards as far as he wants. So that's a cool ability for him to have. And if you tackle him, it shuts it down. So definitely cool things. It's a lot more realistic. It's a lot more going to be like the NFL
It's going to be NFL football finally.
Compared to what it used to be.
Well, I'm going to bring this in. The new thing I just found. There's a video game leak. The game will be, there's a George R. Martin video game coming. All I can see here, leaked, was, it's going to be called the Elden Ring. Let's see if there's anything else. Doesn't say anything else, but the game will seek a new world created by and George R. Martin and will be coming out for Xbox, PS4, and PC. I don't know when. It just got leaked last night, so we weren't supposed to know. So the guy behind, you know who he is, he's behind the Game of Thrones, is making a video game now for our systems and the PC. Sounds probably gonna be a open world, because that's how a show like his books are. So again, there's some new news. Other games that we're excited for this year. We're still hopefully here. We heard about Death Stranding. We still don't know anything about that game. That's a mess. But we're both excited. There's also Star Wars. We missed everything from E3 or EA play, but it didn't look like there was much there. Just showed the gameplay. It didn't show us and tell us anything. It just showed.
Yeah, there wasn't. We didn't see anything on EA Play for Star Wars. We kind of missed that one, but.
Well, in the morning, another game that we're excited for. Well, I'm excited for W2K20. I'm being a little timid about this. There's going to be a big trailer coming very soon. If you guys remember the NFL 100 trailer, that's what they're doing for the 21st anniversary of the WWE games that THQ and 2K have done. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure the same release date as last year. It won't surprise me if it's in that same boat. Kurt Angle quickly says doing is Hulk Hogan's returning. That's why I'll quickly touch on that. I'm really excited to see him back. China's been rumored. If wrestling fans, China has been rumored as possibly DLC as a creator bonus alongside Hogan. And I did hear a possible rumor of Mick Foley returning due to this trailer. So get ready. NHL 20, we know nothing. We're still waiting. Hopefully it got the makeover it deserved. Same with NBA Live 20, we're still waiting to see if that got the makeover.
Yeah. But NHL we'll see at the NHL Awards on the 19th. So June 19th, guys, tune into the NHL Awards. We'll probably see our first look at NHL 20.
Yeah, let's hope we get the look we want. I hope they give a reveal like NFL. I hope we get a big reveal like that, like you get special features for the players like you do for football. I'm hoping that's what we see. Any other movie news?
Movie news, it was just the Chucky that we touched on, but we'll have to see more on Chucky, but we're definitely going to give him a fair review. If it's bad, we'll let you know if it's bad. If it's good, we'll definitely say that it's good. And
if it's good, we'll let you know.
We'll definitely let you know. We'll keep you posted on that.
So like we said, that's all we know for now. We're trying to make this more an awesome adventure, but we're still learning how to do this YouTube channel. We're learning. And yes, if you're wondering what our name is based on, we are big fans of Bill and Ted Awesome Adventures, where the name came from. If you haven't seen that movie, it's highly recommended because it's the title states. It's an awesome adventure to see. And Bill and Ted 3 is coming, Face the Music, next year, and they're both gonna have daughters, so I'm excited. And they influenced this channel. Yes, they influenced it, surprisingly.
They did. It was pretty cool.
So that's about it.
That's pretty much all we have on the Chucky front and everything.
Everything's on.
But yeah, for C3 too, I don't think you watched the channel, but if you did, we will review it fairly for Chucky. If it's bad, we'll let you know if it's bad. If it's good, we'll really appreciate it. And maybe we'll let you know that we enjoyed this film. So yeah, definitely, we'll keep you in the loop regarding Chucky, if it's good, bad, if we liked it, if we didn't like it, what we thought they could change, what we think they could do better on. We'll definitely keep you in the loop on that. So
we'll keep you in the loop for everything E3, everything. We'll keep you in the loop. That's what this channel is. We're in a time loop.
So we'll keep you in the loop with everything regarding E3, which starts next week, guys. I believe the first thing is Monday, I think?
The 11th to the 13th.
11th to the 13th.
10th to the 13th.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
I think on the 10th, I think we see Avengers, I believe.
I believe so.
Avengers will be shown at E3, guys. So whatever information we get from Avengers at E3, we'll let you guys know that on this channel. We'll do a big video on Avengers for E3 reveal.
Most definitely.
For Ubisoft, we know we're seeing Breakpoint. We know we're going to be seeing Watch Dogs 3. Maybe they have some other surprises in store for us. We know Bethesda's coming. There was one game I thought was kind of cool. Sniper Elite is apparently getting a VR game, which will be really cool, and there's possibly talks of maybe a Sniper Elite 5, but we'll have to see what E3 brings. It could be potentially shown at E3, so...
Do you want to do a review on the first episode of that show I can't pronounce?
Oh yeah, Nosferatu. If you guys have AMC and you've been watching Fear the Walking Dead, you would have seen this other cool horror show that just started called Nosferatu. It just debuted last week. It was very good. It's pretty cool. You got cast members in there like Zachary Quinto, who plays Charlie Manx. It's really interesting to see how the story's going to unfold. It's not scary so far, but I'm sure they're going to build into the scares, so definitely check that out, guys, if you have AMC. Nosferatu, it's on Sundays, right after Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's good.
I think so.
Thumbs up. That's how we go up this time. So we'll see everyone on the next awesome adventure. I ended that way. Couldn't think of anything else.